What's up, everybody? I hope all y'all are doing all right. I'm on my phone. I want to make a quick video real fast. This is not nothing scripted. This is just off the top real fast. I'm out here in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm taking some trash out. As many of y'all know, I run a small cleaning business, so I'm down here in the office doing a little cleaning, as you can tell. Ready to get back home and get in bed. It's pretty late, but I'm in Jackson, Tennessee, and I was taking some trash out to the truck just a second ago, like 10 minutes ago. I just posted it on Facebook because I got some friends that live down here in Jackson, and I heard a gunshot. Now, I'm in the city limits. Now, we hear gunshots out in my little hometown, 30 minutes away. At nighttime, we don't think nothing about it. There's no crime there, really, other than some crackheads stealing some stuff. You got to keep your gas cans and your four-wheelers locked up. But other than that, there's nothing bad. You can leave your doors unlocked most of the time. But down here in Jackson, when you hear a gunshot, it about made me jump out of my shoes. It sounded like it's about a half a mile away, kind of towards the little suburb part or subdivisions. Now, right back here is a let me show you real fast. You can see it. You can't see through the window through this stupid camera, but there's some apartments. And 2 years ago, a person was killed in those apartments out in a parking lot, and their parking lot connects to this office parking lot. And somebody was killed. I don't know if it's gang members or what. Now, Jackson, Tennessee. Many of y'all probably never even heard of it. It's in West Tennessee. It's exactly in between Memphis and Nashville. And if you think about that, a lot of bad stuff happens in Memphis, one of the most dangerous cities in America. So what do you think is going to be happening in Jackson? You got these people running these drugs back and forth on I-40. I-40 goes through Memphis, Nashville. You can go to Chattanooga or Knoxville. A lot of crime in all them cities. Drugs running even to Atlanta. We're only about 5 hours from Atlanta, even though we're in West Tennessee. So all these drugs running up and down, all these gangs and stuff, they're moving down here in Jackson, and it's getting pretty bad. So the title of the video, I haven't titled it yet, but I will after I make it, is Why Do I Carry? Why do I carry a pistol every day, and why have I for the past 5 years? It's because there's shootings all the time down here. If you just Google local news, and I'm sure a lot of y'all cities and towns and stuff have this problem, all the dollar stores and gas stations get hit here in Jackson at least once a week. Armed robberies. There's always shootings and stuff down here. It's a pretty dangerous place. And me being down here by myself at night, cleaning and working, you never know when somebody sees this clinic, they're just going to bust up in here. They see some 5'8", 170-pound boy in here. They're going to come in here and try to see if they can't find some drugs or steal some stuff. So I try to keep the doors locked, keep my eyes out. That's why I carry a flashlight, a knife, and, of course, a gun. So if I ever am in a situation, I can protect myself. Now, me being a preacher, me being a Christian, people will say, well, if you're a Christian, you should just rely on God. If you're a Christian, you shouldn't be carrying a gun. It says turn the other cheek. And when Jesus was talking about turning the other cheek, he was talking about if I'm getting in an altercation, an argument to where somebody may push me or may even hit me, I'm supposed to be Christian enough to walk away from the situation and not let it escalate. But in a situation where my life's in danger and I know I'm about to die, I can protect myself. I'll back it up with verses real fast. Go to John 18, verse 10, and it will tell you that right when Jesus was arrested, Judas had just betrayed him. They come there to arrest Jesus because, I ain't going to go through the whole story. Most of y'all already know the story. Jesus gets arrested. They was there praying, him and the disciples. Of course, Judas leaves and betrays him, and he walks up and gives Jesus a kiss on the cheek. That was the sign for the guards and the people to come arrest Jesus. It said that Peter withdrew his sword, one of Jesus' closest disciples that followed him and did everything, even walked on water. He had that much faith at one time. Pulled out his sword and cut one of the ears off of one of the servants or one of the people that was trying to arrest Jesus. So that lets me know that the men that followed Jesus for them years, the men that was sitting there praying with him that night, had weapons on them to protect themselves. They was in the presence of God and still had weapons on them to protect themselves. So that lets me know that it's okay as Christians to defend yourself. That's okay to have something. So if they would have had guns back then, they probably would have been carrying a Ruger or a CZ-75. Maybe a Glock, I don't know. But like I said, I just heard a gunshot. A lot of y'all, if you've seen the news, you can Google it right now. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, a TBI agent was killed here in Jackson. They did a drug raid. The guy shot him. I don't know if they got the suspect or not. I think they do. But a TBI agent was killed down here, which is very sad. I'm praying for that family. Kind of got the whole community shook up. My mom works at the hospital. She texted us and said there's been a shooting in North Jackson. The ER is locked down when they're shooting in Jackson. There's a suspect on the loose. They'll shut down the hospital so people ain't trying to go in there because they said gangs come in there all the time trying to finish off people that they may not have killed or whatever, they have all the time. My mom said at least once a week, people will just drop off bodies that's, you know, somebody's dying out, and they leave the hospital and just leave them there, and they have to rush out there and get them. So this stuff's happening a lot. Jackson is one of the most dangerous cities in America, and I say that, you may never heard of it, but per ratio. So even though Chicago and New York has more crime, but they do it by a ratio of like per 100,000. So per 100,000 people, there's more crimes in Jackson than there is other places. So you can check that out. But that's why I carry. That's why you should carry. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm a little shook up hearing that gunshot out there. I want to make it home to my family, and like I said, I will, hopefully, but I'll have my little 38 special on me. So I'll be upgrading soon to something that holds 12 something rounds compact. It's inside the waistband, and I'm gonna be a little bit more prepared, because that was a little scary being out there and being in this office. If somebody is on the run, somebody shooting somebody, they're gonna be on the run. They're gonna see an office with its lights. I'm gonna be trying to get in here. So holler at y'all guys. Thought I'd make that quick video. This is something that's totally different than I've ever done, but I just wanted to say that if somebody watches this video and says, well, don't think they should carry, you should carry. If you're a law-abiding citizen, it's your responsibility to protect yourself and your family. God bless y'all. Holler at y'all later, and keep on protecting the Second Amendment, guys.